guys, so this video is going to be some tarot readings for all of the zodiac signs. I have some piles here I haven't looked at yet, but we're going to be doing each of the zodiac signs starting with Aries. I will put some timestamps down below, and I just want to say before you jump to your sign, you can do this by your sun sign. If you are really focused on love for the month of November, you can, do your Venus sign. So if it were me, I might watch my sun sign and then also watch my Venus sign. So I might watch my sun sign for Capricorn and then watch my Venus for Pisces to kind of get an idea on what's going to be going on in my love life. So let's just jump right into it, and let's start with Aries. For Aries pile, let's see, we have the Oracle card, which is going to be Immortal, the consuming family pressure of peers. And that's actually reverse. We have Ace of Wands upright, the Moon reversed, and Six of Rods or Wands, traditionally known as Wands, reversed. So firstly, with this Oracle card, I wonder if there's been something that's maybe holding you back or taking a lot of your attention. Whether it's a family situation or something to do with your friends. It could be that maybe either, you've been, literally your time has been sucked by something to do with your family or friends, or it could be that somebody isn't letting you be you, you're having a hard time expressing yourself in some sort of way. You kind of feel like you've been misunderstood, or you feel like you've been taken advantage of by somebody, in your circle. So that's something that's going to decrease this month, something that's going to change for the better. Whatever's been holding you back in that area, it's something that's going to have a shift towards, kind of stepping away from that. So we do have this Ace of Wands upright, which indicates the potential for a new opportunity. Maybe you decide to move in a new direction. Maybe you meet somebody new, but something new is coming. Whether that's a new action you've been kind of gearing up towards, something that you've been preparing for, or something that just kind of comes unexpectedly out of left field, and it's a bit exciting. But whatever it is, it's new, and it's like a new potential that you're most likely excited or happy about. We have the Moon reversed here, so if there's something you've been unclear about or something that you've been kind of trying to understand, that it's going to provide more clarity. So whatever this new opportunity is, you're going to have a pretty good understanding of how to head in that direction. And we have the Six of Wands reversed. So if you've been lacking confidence in trying something new, if you have been feeling held back from, heading in a certain direction, pursuing something, pursuing somebody, it's something that you're going to kind of leave behind. It's something that you are finally ready to release yourself from. You've been maybe you've been a little bit down, maybe you've been kind of hard on yourself recently, and now you're going to be presented with a bit of a fresh start, and it's going to be something that you feel good about, something that you are finally ready to, head in that direction, and you start to work on your confidence in order to do so. Okay, so now let's see what the Taurus pile has to say. So we have call for help, reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. We have the Empress reversed, the Three of Rods or Wands upright. Okay, the Two of Rods upright as well. So I think there's been something that's maybe been bringing you down, something that you need help with, or something that you've been having a hard time dealing with, something that's been a challenge for you with this call for help. And I think what the cards are saying for you for this month, if there is something that you've been struggling with, whether it's something more glaringly obvious or something that you are just starting to realize yourself, the month of November is going to be a really good month to kind of open up to somebody that you trust. We have the Empress reversed here, but that could indicate being, leaning on somebody else, leaning on somebody for assistance. So maybe you've been really nervous to do that. You don't want to feel like you're a burden to somebody. You don't want to feel like you're bothering people by saying, hey, I need your support. I need your help. But the cards are definitely saying, this is a good month to reach out because you have this Three of Wands and Two of Wands, so you can definitely have assistance from other people. There are people out there that want to help, people out there that don't mind you relying on them, that are okay with you leaning on them, that want you to be happy, that, you know, if you're struggling, there is a support system out there that wants you to feel better. And then we have this Two of Wands. So, you know, you may not know whether or not you want to do this yet. It's something that you might stew about for the month of November. Like, there's something that's burdening you. There's something that's like making you feel not the best, and you're just not sure if you're ready to kind of lean on others. But I do think the cards are suggesting that, you know, or they're at least letting you know that if you feel ready, if you feel like you want to share whatever it is that's been bothering you, you know, there is help out there for you. Maybe there'll be a bit of a delay, or maybe it's something that you haven't like fully decided if you want to do yet. But if it's something that you do want to share, if you know, are ready to take a step, this is a good month to do so. You know, there will be people, whether it's, you know, people you know, or if it's somebody, you know, going to a therapist, for example. Whatever it is, whatever the situation is, this month is a good month to kind of reach out, and there will be somebody there for you to feel supported. But it might not be something that you're ready to do yet. It might be something that you are a little bit hesitant, and, you know, you almost take action and then you decide against it. But if you do decide to reach out to somebody, this would be a good month to do so. Okay, so now we have Gemini. So let's see. We have seduction, allure, desire, manipulation. We have the Seven of Cups upright, Judgment reversed, and then we have the Four of Wands reversed as well. Okay, so I feel like there's something going on here where you're feeling like you have a lot of options. You might be overwhelmed by all the options, and it could have to do with your love life, but it might not. You might be really tempted by something. You know, like there's something tempting you that maybe it might not be the best or healthiest thing for you, but, you know, you're kind of like up in the air. Do you want to do it or not? And it could be something, like the alluring thing could be something that is actually positive, but you're just not sure. Like, you're not sure what direction to go in. You know, there's something that you want, or something that you think you want. You're manipulated into thinking you want, but you're just not sure. Like, you're not sure if you want to go that route yet, whatever it is. Again, it could be your love life. It could be something totally different, like a job or something like that. And then you have this Judgment reversed. So whatever it is, like the part of the decision-making process, like if you have a decision to make where you're trying to decide what direction to go in, you're not really ready to change yet. You know, again, lots of options, but you're just not really ready to commit to a change yet. You know, you don't really know what direction you want to go in, and it might be kind of scary for you. So there might be something going on where a change is kind of coming up, but you're just not ready for it yet. You're kind of holding back. You're weighing out your options a bit. And then you do have the Four of Wands reversed. Sorry about that, my camera died. So you have the Four of Wands reversed. So yeah, there could be conflict here in whatever it is that you can't really decide whether you want to do or not. I do think there's something tempting, and it might, like I said, be something that's not a good temptation. Like, you know, it seems exciting, but it's not really the best choice for you, or maybe you're not sure if it is. And you can't decide yet. You don't know if you want to go for this opportunity. It might be something where, like for instance, if you're in a relationship, there might be somebody new that's like tempting, and that's kind of more of the obvious, you know, explanation for this. But, you know, whatever it is, like if it's something that's not related to like love, and say it's related to like your career or something like that, you just aren't sure yet. Like, you don't know how to make a decision yet. You're not ready. But whatever it is, like this hesitation to make a decision could cause a conflict. It could cause an argument with somebody. It could cause a conflict within yourself. Like, you feel frustrated with yourself for not being able to choose. But right now, and in the month of November, something is up in the air for you. There's something that you want, or you're not sure if you want, but you might want. And you're going to kind of spend the month of November trying to figure out what to do about that, you know, kind of weighing all the potentials, and trying to get more confident about what decision you do decide to make. But, you know, in the meantime, it might, you know, cause some issues for you in your day-to-day while you kind of figure out what it is that you decide you want to do. Maybe somebody is impatient and they're waiting for you to make a decision, or maybe you know you have to make a decision but you're just not ready to yet, and it's just like, you know, giving you anxiety or something like that. But whatever it is, I don't think you're gonna come to a full decision in the month of November, you know, possibly December, but it's something that you're gonna be spending time reflecting on and kind of trying to figure out. Okay, so now we have Cancer, and for Cancer, we have Redemption reverse, which says absolution, forgiveness, and penance. We have the Devil upright, Wheel of Fortune upright, the Two of Cups upright. Okay, so I feel like there's something that you're not really ready to let go of yet. And that this comes through with the Devil as well. Like maybe there's something that you're kind of holding on to. It could be something that's unhealthy or toxic. And you're just not really ready to let go of it yet. Or you're kind of saying, hey, I'm just going to like let things play out the way that they're meant to play out, but I'm not going to take any action in like making sure that happens. But another potential reading of this is that perhaps somebody has done something to you and you don't really want to forgive them yet, you know? You're not ready to move on. You're not ready to let go so easily. You're kind of stewing in whatever it is, and you're just like, or maybe you're not stewing, but you're just not ready to forgive yet. Maybe somebody did something and they're trying to get your forgiveness, and you're like, yeah, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm not ready. The Devil. So, yeah, there's something happening here that you feel like somebody may have wounded you, or you feel like somebody hurt you, betrayed by somebody, and it could just be that you're holding on to something that's toxic to you, and maybe, you know, maybe it might be better to kind of work on maybe forgiving instead of just like letting things play out, you know, without any effort from yourself. But I do think this Wheel of Fortune too tells us that something unexpected, there might be a turn of events. So the beginning of the month, you know, you might be like holding on to, you know, somebody that hurt you, or a situation that really irritated you, or maybe it's something within yourself that you're being hard on yourself. You're not willing to forgive yourself about something, and you're kind of just like being super hard on yourself. And then something happens that you really weren't expecting. You know, there's like a turn of events. And then we have the Two of Cups. And whatever it is, it's going to help you find more balance, you know? There's something that maybe is out of whack that you're kind of upset about. Again, it could be involving another person. It could be involving just a situation that is out of your hands. Or it's something within yourself. And we have this Two of Cups energy. So whatever it is, you're going to feel better about it, you know? Again, this turn of event may occur, and it could be romantic. It could be like if you're having an issue in a relationship, potentially you meet somebody new, or you figure out the issue, or you come to a new understanding about it, and you guys are doing better. You are happy again. It could be that you are letting go of an old relationship, and then you meet somebody new, you know? But whatever it is, you are feeling held back, and throughout the month you're working on it. Maybe you're not working on it, actually. I feel like it's not something that you're consciously like putting effort into, but it's something where something just happens and you feel like a better balance. You feel like things kind of get to where they need to be, you know? You're like, hey, something actually, you know, worked in my favor, and now I'm able to kind of let go of something that was really irritating. You know, even if it's something like you've been struggling to forgive yourself on, maybe you have a new perspective and you're like, you know what, I am going to stop being so hard on myself for that and move forward, you know? But whatever it is, whatever is like feeling like it's like pulling you down, you're gonna feel better. It's something that you're going to be able to get to a better place on and feel like, you know, happier, whether that's with another person or it's just like you are able to feel more peace and more balanced. Okay, now on to Leo. So for Leo, we have Maenad, so we have, or mated, so we have madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. We have strength, upright. The Queen of Coins, the Queen of Coins or Pentacles reversed. And the Four of Cups, upright. Okay, so I feel like maybe recently you've had like some type of situation occur where you've had to just let go of things. You've maybe had a crazy situation, or you've just had like a lot of drama and it's kind of fizzling out, it's simmering down a bit. You know, maybe you got out some frustrations, you got out some emotions, but you're feeling pretty calm right now. Like you're feeling pretty collected, you're feeling stable, you're feeling at a really even keel. Now, the problem is that there could be somebody or a situation that is, you know, either draining of your time or energy or envious of you in some way, if it's a person particularly. But there's definitely some type of like energy here that's trying to take away from your newfound stability, your newfound strength, your newfound, you know, feeling of like you have things kind of together. So there could be something threatening to take that away. Again, whether it's a person, maybe they just can't be happy for you, or somebody that just really requires a lot of your attention to the point where it's draining for you. Or it could be like a situation, something where you feel like you've kind of got your feet finally on the ground, but there's still like this one thing that's threatening to, you know, kind of pull you back towards maybe where you more recently were. But you've done a good job, you know, you've put in some effort to get yourself situated, get yourself feeling good, like you're on top of things, and whatever this situation is, like you just can't be bothered with it. With this Four Cups, like you kind of feel like, you know what, I'm not even gonna give it my time or energy. I'm just going to kind of do me. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna kind of just let it go. You know, something like you don't even want to address whatever this is. Like you don't want to give it the time of day. You're kind of just like, you know what, whatever. Maybe it's something that's bothered you in the past, and maybe you do have some worry or nervousness, anxiety crop up over whatever this situation is, but you have the ability, the power, the strength to kind of just say, you know what, whatever. I can handle this. I can just be done with this, whatever this is that's threatening to like take away what I've achieved. You're just gonna let it go, or you're just gonna not deal with it, more likely. It's not something that you're even gonna bother to address because you're kind of just over it. There's something that you're kind of just over and you just want to leave it in the past. Okay, so next we have Virgo. So let's see, we have ancient, so ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance, but ancient. And that's actually in a reverse position. We have the High Priestess reversed. We have the Page of Cups, and that is upright. And then we have the Hierophant, which is also upright. So, I feel like there's something... Let's see. There's something new here, right? There's something that maybe was in your past, but it's like coming back in maybe a new way. Something you've dealt with before, but now it's like making its rounds again, or it's like making its rounds, but something in it has changed. You know, a pain, like something irritating, something that you might not know how to, like maybe it's something that you've dealt with before and you've learned how to handle, but now it's kind of coming back around, whatever this situation is, and it's kind of threatening to throw you off a bit. Like you're not really sure how to handle it this time around. It could be a person, it could be like a family member, or it could be a situation, it could be something within yourself. Like for instance, maybe you're having doubts about something within yourself and you've learned how to kind of get a handle on this in the past, but now whatever way it's kind of manifesting in your life, you're like, I don't really know what to do, because you have this High Priestess reverse energy. And the typical way that you might handle whatever situation this is, you don't have that ability right now. Like you're not sure, like your intuition is just not where it typically is, or just your gut feeling just feels off. Like you don't really know how to handle this situation. Like you are in desperate need of clarity in order to address the situation. Now the good thing is is that we do have the Page of Cups. So something fresh and new can help you get into like a new mindset, can help you kind of get a better understanding of what's going on. It might be a new person. It might be somebody that comes into your life that maybe it's someone you know, but they give you a fresh perspective. But you're probably going to have some type of assistance here, and it's probably going to be in a way that you're not expecting. So make sure to keep your, eyes and ears open, and don't let yourself get too bogged down in the fact that you're having trouble kind of addressing whatever situation this is, or if it's a person, on your own. But kind of keep your eyes and ears open, because there is assistance available. It's just probably going to come in a way that you weren't expecting it to. Then we have the Hierophant. So whatever it is, like if you're able to kind of get some more clarity, gain a better understanding to handle whatever is kind of like bringing you down, whatever it is, if you kind of are open to this help coming in from somebody else, you're going to be able to feel more stable. You're going to be able to feel more secure. You're going to be able to resolve this. But it just might not be in a way that you expected. So I guess the advice here would be to make sure that you're open to alternative methods in order to handle a situation that's threatening to bring you down, and that will help you even out the situation. It'll help you deal with it, and it'll help you find, a calmer, more stable environment and situation to have yourself in. Okay, so next we have Libra. And for Libra, we have supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. We have the Eight of Wands upright. We have the Five of Coins or Pentacles upright. And the Ten of Cups upright. Okay, so, yeah. I think something's going to happen that you're not expecting. Like, you might have a message come to you that you can't even, you don't even know where it came from. Like, maybe you have a new idea to do something, but you don't even know, where you got that idea. Or maybe somebody, relays something to you, or, a situation happens, an unexpected event. But there's something going on where you can't explain it, Whatever it is, though, it's going to set something into motion, and you're going to take action. You're going to want to move forward with this. Because this opportunity that comes for you, maybe somebody just calls you up and gives you an opportunity, or maybe it's something that you yourself, you're just sitting there and all of a sudden inspiration hits and you're like, I don't even know where that idea came from, but you know what? I'm going with it. Because if not, you're worried, whatever it is, you're going to move quickly, because you're worried that if you don't, you're going to miss out. You're going to be left out in the cold, but you're going to miss out. You're going to be kind of saying, hey, I didn't, strike when I could, and now that opportunity has passed me by. It could be related to love. It could. We do have the Ten of Cups here, so whatever it is, it's going to be something positive, but I definitely think that, if something unusual occurs, if somebody says something unusual, but you're intrigued by it, if an unusual idea occurs in your own mind, if an opportunity is given to you, but you're like, what? This is so weird. It's something that you don't quite understand, and you feel inspired to take action, I would suggest not hesitating, because it might be weird. It might be something that you're like, whoa, what is this? Again, it could be a romantic possibility. It could be work related, or just something, having to do with family, friends, whatever it is. You do want to take action, even if you're like, whoa, I'm gonna, you're tempted to be like, hold on a second. This is a little unusual. I don't really understand what's happening here, but I kind of want to do something about it, but maybe I shouldn't. No, don't. Just go with it. If it feels right, if you do have this gut feeling, it will pan out positively for you. It's definitely something that could, in the long run, be something very beneficial for you. Okay, so now we have Scorpio. So we have courtesy, thoughtful, polite, good manners, but it's in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Coins upright, Emperor upright, and the Ace of Cups upright. Okay, so All right, yeah, there's something that's gonna come up for you this month, Scorpio, like something new and exciting, or like a potential opportunity. But you know, you might have like a new job offered to you, you might have a promotion offered to you, you could have, you know, a proposition for romance offered to you, like somebody might want to be in a relationship with you, take a step forward, you might even be like proposed to, something along those lines. Whatever it is, whatever comes up, it's gonna happen quick. It's gonna be something where there's not a lot of time to think about it. You know, you don't have a lot of time to give it all of your attention, and you almost just like have to go for it immediately without really even like, you know, giving it your time and energy and thoughts and being able to think it over, which is something like for Scorpio that you don't typically do. You don't typically, you know, just like randomly jump into something or agree to something. But this energy is like saying, you know, this is what the situation is. It might come in a way, like it might kind of barrel in a way that's like almost like it's not in a pretty package. It's could even be like something where you're like, whoa, like I was not expecting that. It could be coming in a way where it's like, how do I explain this? Like, whatever this new opportunity or situation is, it doesn't come in like the best presentation. It might be like a little bit harsh or rough around the edges. You know, no time for courtesy. It just kind of barrels in, and you're like, oh, okay. But there's really not a lot of time here to spend thinking about it, you know, doing a deep dive, which is something that Scorpios, you know, do tend to do. Really look into something. You kind of are forced to make a decision rather quickly about something this month. But it's something exciting. And again, you know, I would say don't be turned off by the way that this opportunity comes to you, because you're going to be like, what is going on? But just be, you know, if it feels right, if it feels good, like really trust your intuition. Sorry about that, Scorpio. My card filled up. But all I was saying is really trust your gut feeling, trust your intuition on whatever, you know, presents itself to you in the month of November. Okay, so now we have Sagittarius, and for you, we have hope. It is reversed though, and it is anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. We have the Lovers upright, Queen of Wands upright, and the Eight of Swords upright. So I feel like you're feeling kind of hopeless initially this month. You know, you feel maybe a little bit discouraged about something. Or even if you're not totally discouraged or like down about something, you're feeling a little bit uncertain about the future. Like you're not feeling especially optimistic. You might just be feeling like you're not really sure on opportunities. Like you're not really sure if any of them are good ones, or you don't really know where to go. You're not really feeling totally inspired towards the future. You're kind of just like blah, like I don't really know. Now the Lovers here presents two opportunities. Two choices really, and we have one choice which is like, okay, feeling like bogged down, like I can't do this, you know, whatever, I'm not even gonna try, like kind of setting yourself up for failure almost by not having confidence, or feeling like, you know, you're restricting yourself from even trying, like you're kind of like, whatever, there's really no hope here anyways. So why would I even bother? But then you have this other choice with this Queen of Wands energy where, you know what, you say, whatever. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do me. I'm going to just give it a try. I'm going to be confident, and I don't really know where I'm going right now, but I'm going to just do it anyways. I'm going to do it regardless because I can. So I feel like this month, it's a bit of a choice for you. You know, do you decide to say, hey, I'm just not feeling it, and I'm just gonna kind of wallow for a bit of time in November and say, whatever, I don't really care. I'm just gonna kind of like chill and figure it out later, or you know what, I don't want to deal with this. Like, you know, that kind of energy, feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, or feeling like just almost like, whatever, there's really nothing out there for me. There's no positive opportunities. Like, there's really, everything just seems kind of blah. Or do you say, hey, stop it. You know, there is stuff to be excited about. Let's just do this. Let's, you know, maybe you give yourself a talk, like snap out of it. We really need to like be confident about this. We need to like charge in. We need to give it a try, you know? So I definitely feel like there's two different potentials this month. But you'll definitely be feeling like a little bit, you know, unsure or even just like kind of blah, or just like downright sad or down in the dumps. But I feel like it's more like you're just kind of like, nothing excites me. So part of you is like, whatever, I'm not even gonna bother. But another part of you is like, come on now, let's do this. Okay, so next we have Capricorn. So for Capricorn, we have the call of the night, daring, adventure, and excitement. And then we have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the King of Wands upright and the Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, so I feel like there's something that you're excited about, or there's an opportunity or a person that kind of comes into your life, or a situation where you're excited about it. It's a potential adventure, but it's a little bit risky. And, you know, you're not sure. You're not sure if you're going to do it. You're not really sure. You know, you kind of feel like you have a couple different options. And part of you is like, let's do it, even though it's a bit of a risk. And another part of you is like, absolutely not. I can't take a risk, you know? You have this like King of Wands energy that's saying, you know, it's something that's exciting. Like, it's something where you feel like, ooh, like, I'm very into this idea. And I kind of want to say, hey, let's do this, you know? Like, you're really kind of starting to, like, feel yourself. Like, you're feeling more confident. You're feeling like, you know what? I'm going to, like, give it a shot. I'm going to take some action here. And I'm going to say, why not? I'm going to try it. But there is a part of you that doubts, and there is a part of you that isn't really sure if you're going to fully go through with it. But you want, like, you really want freedom to do you. You want to like be able to say, you know, if you've been kind of like in the past holding yourself back, you know, being pessimistic, or just like saying, whatever, I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to follow the plan, or like, I can't do that, it's too risky. Now you're like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I don't want to restrict myself anymore. Like, I'm just going to do me. And I'm going to do like what I want to do. So November is definitely a month where you're feeling pretty confident. Yes, there's a few seeds of doubt, or it might not even be doubt. It might just be like hesitation because, you know, maybe what it is that you feel called to do or inspired to do isn't the most practical option, which is what kind of makes you think, hey, maybe I should just like wait and see. And that's fine. That's definitely an option. But I think overall you're definitely going to be like, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a try, whatever it is. It could be a new potential relationship. It could just be a new endeavor, a new opportunity work-wise or for school or something like that. And it's something that maybe you're like, ooh, I don't know, should I? Like, it's not something I really think that, you know, I would do. That's for other people. But then part of you is like, no, that's for me too. Like, I can do that too. Even if it's like a little bit out there, a little bit wild, it's something that you're strongly considering, and I think it's something that you're going to take a jump into, something exciting. Okay, so now we have Aquarius for the month of November. So we have that death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile. The Knight of Swords reversed. The Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Swords upright. Okay. Interesting. I feel like there's somebody or something that is, like, somebody might be being cruel to you, or, you know, taking advantage of you in some way, shape, or form, even if it's something you're not, like, fully aware of. And I don't know, I feel like you're in a situation where somebody is almost like draining you of your time and energy, like, and whatever it is, it's taking up like all of your focus, whether it's a person or maybe it's work or something, but whatever it is, like, you are totally consumed by it to the point where it's really wearing you down. And the cards are very much saying, like, it could be something that comes up in November that really consumes your time and energy, and it could be something, you know, not very dark, where it's like, work is just, you know, all of your focus this month and that's it, and you really don't have time for anything else. Or it could be something a little bit, you know, a little bit more, I guess dangerous would be a word. So if there's like somebody in your life, like romantically, or even a friendship or something, or a family member, I really feel like somebody is almost like taking advantage of you or your time, or your energy or your kindness, and really kind of abusing it in some way. Now, this could be elevated to something more serious, and I obviously hope it's not, but there's definitely something going on where you're being taken for granted. And definitely, if you feel like that's happening, you know, whatever this is, try to get a release from that. Try to break away from it, whether it's work related, whether it's like a relationship. You know, it could be you've been holding on to like an ex or something, you're having a hard time letting go of them, but whatever it is, it's taking your time and energy away from other things that you could be doing, you know, from potential exciting endeavors that you could be doing. It's really bogging you down and it's draining you. You know, that death will come, like it's burning you out. And the death that will come, you know, you might be burnt out by it, but whenever there's death that comes up in the tarot, it's a chance for transformation. It's a chance to, you know, close the door on something. And I honestly think that if there is something that you've been like fixated on or something that you just can't break away from, this might be the month where you finally come to like a head, like things get to a head and they just like, you need that release and you need to break away from it. Because otherwise it's just going to keep dragging you down. So if you are aware of what that is, definitely do your very best to kind of break away from that situation. Okay, and Pisces. So we have Nightmare, Psychic Protection, Shield, Bad Dreams, the Hermit reversed, the Queen of Swords upright, and also the King of Swords upright. So I feel like there's something that you are like actively working to break away from. There's something negative in your life that you are trying to take control over, you know, whether it's a relationship, just a situation, or something within yourself, you know, maybe something that you struggle with. You're aware of it now. Like you've put a label on it. You know that it's bad. You know that it's toxic, and you're kind of done trying to analyze it, figure it out. Like you're kind of past that point now. You've really done all that. You've done the whole like deep dive into, okay, like how did it get to this point, or like, you know, why am I in this situation, and like really hyper focusing on all the details. You're kind of breaking away from that now because you've spent the time doing it. You've like given this thing your attention for long enough, and now you're like, you know what, I'm breaking free. You're ready to take charge. You're ready to, you know, be independent. You're ready to do you. And do what you need to do in order to feel happy, feel secure, feel safe. But whatever it is, it's something that you've been, you know, working on, I think. Something that it's bad, like maybe it's really been a drain on you. But you're finally getting to a point where you're starting to feel more secure, you're starting to feel a bit happier, and you're starting to feel like you can really rely on yourself. So even if it's something more inward, say you're struggling with a mental health issue, you've addressed it and it's something that you're starting to work on. It's something that you are finally feeling like you have control over it this month. Like you're starting to really feel a sense of control, a sense of like, hey, I can count on myself. I can do this, like me. Whereas maybe you didn't feel that way more recently. So whatever it is, it's looking good for you this month. Like you are definitely starting to get a handle on something that's really been weighing you down, something that's been a bit of a nightmare, something that has, you know, taken away a lot of your time and energy, and you maybe at a certain point thought like, I'm never going to get through this, but now you're kind of like, okay, I'm kind of done spending all my time and energy obsessing over it, and I'm ready to, you know, be happier and get control and get a handle on things. And it's looking really good for you this month. Like you have this king and queen energy where you are really ready to take control and say, you know, I can handle this, I can do this. And maybe you're even ready for a bit of a new adventure or something that's happier, something that's more exciting coming your way. But right now you're just happy that you are able to handle this and that you have kind of like addressed the monster in the room and you're dealing with it in a productive and healthy way. So that is the tarot portion of November predictions for the zodiac signs. Let me know what you thought of this, if there's a better format you'd like me to do them in. This is very new for me, doing this type of video on my channel, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I hope this was helpful in some way, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good day. or night.